Sometimes you look at someone else and say, how could they? They had the best reminder, they had the best tarbiyah, they had the best opportunity, and they still messed up. How could they do that? This person, no good. This person, I mean, come on, they have no excuse for that behavior. All of these things that you're saying, actually, you could be saying all of those things about Adam alayhi salam, because Allah left no excuse. And yet Allah says that even after he made that mistake, that he repented. Allah chose him. فَاجْتَبَاهُ رَبُّهُ. When you make a mistake, you don't get rejected. When you make a mistake, people reject. When you make a mistake, Allah doesn't reject. Allah does ijtiba. In fact, in the ayah, فَاجْتَبَاهُ رَبُّهُ فَتَابَ عَلَيْهِ وَهَدَى. Like, tawbah is mentioned later, ijtiba is mentioned first. Allah chose him first, then he mentions that he made tawbah. You would think, no, first he repented, then Allah chose him. No, Allah didn't abandon someone because they made a mistake. That's the difference between Adam and Iblis. Iblis abandoned Allah. Allah did not abandon Iblis. But Adam alayhi salam, Allah never abandoned. He chose him. But the other important reminder for you and me, and this is quite a reminder, is that it doesn't matter how powerful a reminder is. You and I can mess up. It'll happen. And people around you can mess up. Even if the reminder is directly from Allah, even if there's all these infinite reasons to do the right thing, and only one reason to do the wrong. Think about Jannah again. Jannah has everything. What is so great about that tree? Any desire you have, you get. Anything you want to eat, you can eat. Anywhere you want to go, you can go. فَكُلَا مِنْهَا رَغَدًا حَيْثُ شِئْتُمَا. Wherever you want to go, in that Jannah. But you know what? Iblis's job is to make you slip one way or the other. To slip one way or the other. But the one who comes back and feels bad, Ya Rab, you reminded me, but I forgot. You reminded me, but I disobeyed. You reminded me, but I ignored temporarily. I slipped up. And you come back to your Rab, it doesn't matter what people say or do. It's actually Allah who says, if you turn back to me, I still choose you. And you can come back to me. فَاجْتَبَاهُ رَبُّهُ فَتَابَ عَلَيْهِ وَهَدَى. You'll see in this surah, this is the part I won't share with you because it's time, and this is something you'll enjoy doing yourself, inshallah, reading the end of Surah Taha. Right after this, there's going to be one more conversation in the surah. That conversation is not between Allah and Adam. That conversation is between you and me and Allah. There's a future conversation that human beings are going to have with Allah because they didn't learn about this conversation. They didn't pay attention to this conversation. And this conversation was about, yes, Adam alayhi salam forgot, but he picked himself back up. But what you and I forget, just like people dismiss us and say, you're written off, you start considering yourself written off. You start telling yourself, what's the point now? It's too late for me, I already messed up. I'm too far gone. You know, I was way up there, now I'm way down here. Nobody can experience way up and way down like being in Jannah and then being on earth. That's Adam alayhi salam. But Allah even chose him. Allah even elevated him. So it doesn't matter how hard you think you fell or how low you fell. You can't fall like that. You can't fall like that. That's not, you can't compare. And if that can be elevated, and Allah still chose our father Adam alayhi salam, then you and I can never have an excuse to be without hope. And Allah Azza wa Jal allow us to be merciful to ourselves, not allow us to lie to ourselves that Allah is no longer choosing us. Allah has Himself rejected us, and may Allah not make us think of others as those that have been rejected by Allah and rejected by us. بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر